Jordan, when you're playing a team that's kind of depleted, obviously going through some issues of their own, what can you get out of a game like this?
Well, I mean, yeah, they were depleted in numbers, but also going into a game like this, guys got to realize that they don't have anything to lose. They might even have a little bit more confidence just because they know they're going to get their minutes, they know they're going to get their shots up. So, I mean, it's important not to just look at that team like they're depleted, they don't have their guys or whatever. It's important to just take it just as another game. But at the same time, as far as our game plan, we wanted to get out and run because we knew they didn't have numbers, because I don't think anybody can be conditioned like that to play 38-plus minutes a game like that, and especially at the tempo that we try to play at.
Do you feel like you guys were successful? Did you get better this game?
I think we did. I think we shared the ball really well. Guys came to play, even though we didn't have our student section or whatever. I think we still came out with great energy and just kind of improved on that aspect with or without having a crowd.
Josh, you had your sixth double-double today. Do you expect that out of yourself now going into a game?
Yeah, pretty much that's the goal going every game, to get 10 points, 10 rebounds, try to get that double-double. But I think the biggest thing is just the rebounding, because I think coming into last season, DJ was the primary rebounder, and without him, I felt like I needed to step up in that aspect. So.
Is there anything you're really trying to work on before Pac-12 play begins?
I think I definitely need to step up my defense, especially when I switch onto the guards that are quicker, and work on my lateral quickness, because staying a little bit lower so they can't drive me and get easy buckets. Yeah.
Now that you've kind of established your outside shot a bit, have you noticed that teams are playing you any differently?
Not really. I've still found that I've had open shots, and I've continued to take them. I'm not gonna sit there and take a bad shot. So.
Is this a game that you knew that you could have more success inside than outside, or do you really think about that preparing for different games, different opponents?
Yeah, I think it was gonna be hard from them from the get-go, because obviously they only had 7 players, but pounding them inside was one of our big keys, and especially running their bigs and getting them tired. So easy post position, getting rebounds, and pretty easy baskets.
Trevor, what's the transition like going from someone who's obviously playing a great deal in high school to spending some more time on the bench early in your career?
It's pretty hard, but every day I'm in practice working hard. Even when we're done with practice, I'm in there getting more shots up, and I'm constantly working hard in practice and trying to prove to coach that I'm capable of being getting good minutes on this team. And I think I kind of showed that the last couple of weeks in practice and tonight as well. I'm just gonna try to keep doing that.
How does the fact that you're starting to get some of those minutes back just kind of affect the rest of your game?
It kind of just kind of increases my confidence. So like going to the next game, knowing I did pretty well, passing the ball, facilitating, all that. It's going to just give me confidence going to the next game, and I'm going to try to do the same thing, maybe more.
Jordan, have you been playing with more confidence? Is that kind of one of the reasons you've been able to produce more the past few games, past few weeks?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this coaching staff has a tremendous amount of confidence in myself, and I think for me personally, I just needed to have that for myself, knowing that the guys on the team, the coaching staff, they all had confidence in me, and I mean, once it kind of clicked, it's just been kind of flowing. I haven't really even thought about it that much lately, to be honest. I've just been playing.
With that being said, last year when you would get the ball, would things be kind of cluttering your mind, like don't do this, don't do that, I might go to the bench if I make a mistake? Was that kind of the change, is just avoiding all that clutter?
I don't know if it was necessarily clutter, more just overthinking the actual play itself. Not necessarily like making the mistake, but overthinking the right play at the right time. I think sometimes I got over passive, or a little too passive, trying to pass the ball a little bit too much when I had opportunity to score, or trying to score when I should have been passing. So I don't think it was necessarily the clutter, I guess. It was just more of focusing on trying to make that right play all the time.
When you had that dunk a couple weeks ago, was that kind of the moment that your game changed?
I think it would have changed with or without the dunk, honestly. I mean, before that dunk happened, I mean, I felt like I had a solid game, and I was just playing. So I don't I don't really know if that dunk would have changed anything. I mean, I know it definitely was fun to have. It definitely was a great moment. I know these guys were excited. So it was definitely a fun moment, but at the same time, I think I would have still took the same amount of confidence away from that game with or without that dunk.
For any of you guys, you guys go into your Christmas break, and how does your mindset change going into that, and how do you still keep your minds focused on kind of the task at hand, and then going straight into Pac-12 play pretty much right after it's over?
I know for me personally, I go home and try to get in the gym, just keep shooting. I'm sure these guys do the same thing, but you know, they tell you to go home and rest, but if you go home and rest too much, you're going to come back winded. So you got to just try to stay on top of your game as best as possible.
Thanks, guys.